What's up you guys, it's Preetham here. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm a professional cook based in the USA working at a healthcare. So do you think a school dropout can become a billionaire? Yes, they can. October 2020, the Kamath brothers joined Forbes, India's rich list with a combined wealth of $1.55 billion. As 34-year-old Nikhil Kamath was named India's youngest new billionaire, and not to mention, he dropped out from school. As a teenager, he started playing chess and played nationally and internationally. As of hearing this news, that made me really proud as an Indian. So I studied Kamath and find out what was he doing before to become a billionaire at such young age. So before we get into the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel for YouTube algorithm. So Kamath co-founded India's largest trading brokerage in 2010 with his brother Nitin. Over the last year, Zerodha, the name which is derived from combining two words, zero and rodha, Sanskrit for barriers, has seen its number of registered users double and a reported daily $10 billion turnover. Whether your goal is to make $1 billion or bring clean water to 1 billion people, the techniques of how to achieve goals can be used by anyone. But before that, hit the like button and subscribe my channel if you haven't done that already for the YouTube algorithm. So number one is look failure in the eyes. Failure is not something that you expect the most successful entrepreneurs to have experienced much of. However, all the billionaires have failures, sometimes catastrophically. The difference between those who have thrived and those who don't is that those who thrive failed better. As Bill Gates says, it's fine to celebrate success, but it's more important to hit the lessons of failure. Many ambitious people, when faced with failure, want to forget it quickly and move on. However, something is that key for success is being able to face the failure and understand the lesson they offer. The most successful people recognize the failure can be a stepping stone rather than a stumbling blocks. Number two is investing and starting it early. The secret behind Jeff Bezos' financial triumph is really simple. The billionaire CEO has made same of $81,840 salary for 2 decades, but the bulk of his vast fortune is tied to the 57 million shares of Amazon stock that he owns, worth of, wait for it, $180 billion. So when Amazon stock jumped 10%, Bezos' net worth spiked $13 billion is just in a few hours in fact. Controlling the vast sum of the stock market wealth is a common thread among the world's rich. Scroll through the Bloomberg's billionaire index and you will see they all vaulted to top by owning their share of successful business. So number three is insisting on excellence. Excellence for the most successful among us is a habit. Take the word of advice from Mohammed Devji, the CEO of METL Group and Africa's youngest billionaire at 42. He says, and I quote, "Always strive for excellence in life and never make room for mediocrity. Set your standard high and your efforts shall be rewarded." So the long-term goals can seem daunting or abstract sometimes. However, waking up every day and being consistent with one standard is a key. So $1 billion start with 1 million, which start with 1,000, which start with 1. And that's the first dollar is only earned by demanding one's best self. Often, the most successful entrepreneurs create the right goals and achieve them daily. With time, these became the right habits, and finally, these became the right accomplishments. Accomplishment insisting on excellence, you can achieve excellence in just making the like button turn blue for the YouTube algorithm. Number four is vision. Vision is the key. So the other aspect of becoming a billionaire and setting the right goals. Coming up with those ideas that are worth pursuing means thinking outside of the box and seeing the value is in stuff where other people do not see. The idea that created billionaires have been those who pushed boundaries. This means pursuing one's idea and having faith in a vision when others are really skeptical or even hostile at some situation. For example, when billionaire Richard Branson started Virgin Airlines, Compared with air travel giants like TWA and American Airlines, he was mocked and other people scoffed at him for even attempting the challenge existing airline companies. However, he saw that opportunity is needed for a cheaper airline and one with the customer service in mind. He had faith in his vision, and even though Virgin Airlines struggled in his first few years, it eventually took off for Branson. When Branson sold his 31% stake of Virgin America to KLM France in 2017 for $286 million, his vision was vindicated. Branson knew that the others were skeptical of his idea, but he trusted the judgment and pursued a vision that few others had the will to follow. So the billionaires constantly seek to see what others don't. The fact that others don't share their vision means only one thing: it's a great idea. Number 5 is opportunity plus preparation equals luck. You may be surprised by that. Luck is embraced by these hardworking, motivated people. However, it absolutely plays a factor in becoming a member of the Billionaires Club. As Mark Cuban, who sold his company Broadcast.com for $5.7 billion in the 1990s, he openly admits that being a billionaire requires a lot of luck and a lot of great timing. And now it's obviously foolish to depend on luck for success. However, the ability to quickly and correctly recognize the opportunity when it presented to you, and the flexibility to change the course if required, and the preparation to rise to the occasion all are vital in taking advantage of what would be considered is luck. Learning to take the appropriate chances and having faith in yourself are key to finding the opportunities that can help you along the way. Number 5 is opportunity plus preparation equals luck. You may be surprised by that. Luck is embraced by these hardworking, motivated people. However, it absolutely plays a factor in becoming a member of the Billionaires Club. As Mark Cuban, who sold his company Broadcast.com for $5.7 billion in the 1990s, he openly admits that being a billionaire requires a lot of luck and a lot of great timing. And now it's obviously foolish to depend on luck for success. However, the ability to quickly and correctly recognize the opportunity when it presented to you, and the flexibility to change the course if required, and the preparation to rise to the occasion all are vital in taking advantage of what would be considered is luck. Learning to take the appropriate chances and having faith in yourself are key to finding the opportunities that can help you along the way. Number 6 is keeping your priorities in order. While the financial and the professional goals we set for ourselves are crucial to our success, it is also important to remember why we are pursuing them in the first place. $1 billion will achieve all the financial security in the world and possibly to make you really famous, but you should remember the other things in life that money can't buy. In that case, Warren Buffett often discusses the importance of his children growing up. A normal childhood would teach them the self-sufficiency and the family values, even when working hard and making sacrifices in pursuing financial successes. Remember to think about what you will do when you will get there and what you will need to have in order to truly be happy. Number 7 is they read. Warren Buffett, who is a lifelong reader, will be the first one to tell you that reading is the most valuable source of knowledge. The Berkshire Hathaway CEO reads up to 500 pages per day. Chow Tak Wang, the chairman of Wow Group, he said often, and I quote, "I would like to tell the young people to read. Read books about how to do things right. Read books about how to be a good person." If you having the stereotypical image of a billionaire reading the economy pages of the National Daily, you are not really wrong. Some of them just do that, and many prefer the likes of the Economics, Financial, the Times, Fortune, the Wall Street Journal, and it actually helps to develop a systematic approach to your reading and keeping a priorities of list and title based on your interest and recommendations from the mentors and anything that will add value to your life. And if you wanted to go to extra mile, then mark interesting passages and write down the notes, thoughts and the ideas that comes into your mind, because that's really essential to writing down our thoughts. Our thoughts are really fragile. And that's for today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I post pretty much daily there. And finally, hit the like button and subscribe my channel for the YouTube algorithm. Until next time.